Alright guys, welcome back, and I just wanted to make a video discussing the recent leaks that have been happening concerning Avengers Doomsday. This is your warning: if you have managed to avoid the leaked concept art for Avengers Doomsday and you don't want any idea of what this movie could look like, this is your chance to click away now because this could contain spoilers. So this is pretty huge, and someone at Marvel is probably getting fired because of this, but there has been a ton of concept art that was leaked for Avengers Doomsday. This includes our first look at Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom, which I am just so interested to see what he's going to do with that, and just... I know some people are like a little put off by the fact that it's Robert Downey Jr., Me personally, it doesn't bother me. If anything, I think that's a pretty incredible choice. And also, can we just talk about the design of Doctor Doom? Because my boy looks perfect. Like, Doctor Doom has not been done right in a movie yet. I mean, the best version we got was the 2000s Fantastic Four, and even that wasn't great. But nah, this concept art, that is Doctor Doom, and I cannot wait to see what Robert Downey Jr. can bring to that role. There have been rumors about Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom is probably going to be leading like an evil Avengers, multiversal Avengers team in Doomsday, and that just sounds freaking awesome. It's just my biggest concern with Doomsday is just, this has been my fear like ever since they announced, like back when it was Kang Dynasty and they announced this, it's just like, I feel like it's too soon. You know what I mean? Like, for an event this big, I feel like it still feels like it's being rushed. Even though we haven't had an Avengers film since 2019, I feel like we should have had, like, similar to, like, the multiverse saga, we should have had a couple, like, smaller Avengers movies leading up to Doomsday and Secret Wars. Like, I think a young Avengers movie could have been something really fun to do, as well as, like, I feel like, and I've seen this tossed around, I have not seen Captain America Brave New World yet, but I've seen like people saying that like that should have been an Avengers movie, and I definitely see where they're coming from even without having seen the movie. It's just with like everything that's going on in there, and it's the fact that like, I mean, we're only a few years out from Secret Wars, and like we still don't really know who the Avengers are. Captain America 4 could have been a great movie to like, we could have had Sam Wilson take on that leadership role, reassemble just somewhat of a team of Avengers to take on Red Hulk, and it's just like, with all the themes in Brave New World, I mean, it's basically a Hulk movie. It's just at this point in the MCU, we still don't entirely know, like, what is happening and where all our heroes are at. There's still no Avengers team, so it's just like, I just feel like it's still too soon for Doomsday, but it's like, there should have been a Team Avengers project at some point before this. Like, the fact that we're going like straight from Infinity War to Endgame and we don't have an Avengers movie until Doomsday Secret Wars, like I feel like there just should be something in between there, just kind of like slow things down, make it smaller stakes, like not just jump from like universe ending to multiversal ending event, just like, whoa, like let's calm down here. But then it's like there's this other piece that looks like maybe it's further in the past. Like, you can even see, like, off to the side, looks like there's a queen, like, off to the side. It reminds me a lot of the 1602 episode from What If. There's also this character, like, off to the side that looks like maybe could be, like, a Doctor Strange variant. Maybe adding to that list of, like, an evil Avengers team that he's assembling here. But now let's move on to some of our Avengers. The first one I want to talk about is, we have a new Black Panther. So this is most likely going to be the little Prince T'Challa we saw at the end of Wakanda Forever aged up into Black Panther. So we're not going to have Shuri as Black Panther, but a full-on new successor to T'Challa in his son T'Challa. Either that, or it could just be a Black Panther variant from another universe, but I hope it's an aged up T'Challa, just because that would be really cool to see. Like, they set that up, and I want there to be a payoff, you know? And this suit looks freaking awesome. I love the cape, is a really nice touch, and with the gold is really cool looking. And we also have a look at the Hulk family, I guess. We've got Hulk, and we got She-Hulk officially returning, as well as what I'm assuming is Scar, maybe. Definitely looks a lot different from when we saw him in She-Hulk, but I think we can all agree that that design was not very good. What did you do to my boy's hairline? What was that? This looks a lot more comic accurate to Scar, and just, again, with, like, this sort of just medieval kind of wardrobe. Like, I just think the setting is very interesting, and I don't really know what to make of it, but you can also see some other Hulks in the background, so, like, there's gonna be a bunch of different Hulks in this movie. And please give us Angry Hulk again. We have not seen Angry Hulk since the very beginning of Infinity War, and he got his ass handed to him by Thanos. Like, no more Smart Hulk. We need Angry Hulk. I'm convinced Marvel just doesn't know what to do with the Hulk at this point, because ever since Infinity War, he's just been completely nerfed. And, like, I feel like a great Avengers movie that could happen before Doomsday is, like, a World War Hulk movie. Like, how great would that be? Like, we get our Angry Hulk back, we get an Avengers team assembled, and that could lead into Doomsday. Like, that would be perfect. Maybe one of the goofiest images I've ever seen. White Vision and Star-Lord just chilling on a couch. That is, like, the most random duo I've ever seen, but I love it. I don't even know what to make of this image. It's just funny. And the fact that this is the first time we've seen White Vision since WandaVision. Like, where is he? I don't know if that Vision series is still happening. Like, they were going to bring back Ultron for a Vision series. I hope that's still happening. And then we got, like, a little bit of the Young Avengers here, which is, like, it's kind of going to happen here. So we got Wong, of course, not a Young Avenger, but he might be the one that helps bring them all together. Star-Lord is also there for some reason. He's just there. But then we have what you would think of when you think of the Young Avengers: Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang, Speed, who this is the first look we've gotten at an older version of Speed, aka Tommy Maximoff, who we have not met yet, but maybe in, like, an Agatha season 2 or something. I doubt we won't see him before Doomsday. And obviously right next to him we got Wiccan, Billy Maximoff, as well as Kamala Khan. Also, off to the side here, we have whatever the hell this Slimer-looking creature is. Apparently this character is called Dupe, and he is an X-Men character. He has the X-Men symbol, like, on him. I have no idea what this character is or what he's doing here, but I mean, it is X-Men representation in Doomsday/Secret Wars, so that much is exciting, I guess, even though I have no idea what the hell this thing is. But, like, on the topic of, like, White Vision and Speed, it's like, yeah, it's like still a lot still has to happen, I feel, before we get to this point, and I would not be surprised if, like, Doomsday and Secret Wars continue to get delayed. Like, I would not be surprised if they get delayed to, like, 2030 at this point. Because there's so many moving parts in the MCU right now, and still so many unanswered questions, and still so many things that need to happen before we get to this point. I mean, I can just see it in Secret Wars at some point. Doctor Doom is going to lose the mask, and he's going to come face to face with Peter Parker, and, like, Peter's gonna be like, Mr. Stark? Like, like, I could just see that scene happening right now, and I'm not ready for it. Which is why I would love, like, an evil version of the Avengers. Like, that would just be such an interesting just dynamic between all these characters. Like, having, like, a Hydra Captain America or something like that. Like, that would be so sick. And, I mean, this is, like, a fraction of the characters that will be confirmed to be in this movie. I mean, literally everybody is going to be in this movie. Not to mention all the multiversal cameos. Like, we're gonna, like, when you think of the Avengers, we're getting all those characters. Like, I'm pretty sure Daredevil's confirmed to be in Doomsday. Like, how is Daredevil gonna fit into this? I don't know how, but I can't wait for it. But, I mean, it makes sense, because, like, it makes sense that Daredevil would stay out of, like, the first 4 Avengers movies. Like, he has no reason to be there. He just does his own thing in Hell's Kitchen and just kind of stays out of everything else. But when we have, like, incursions in, like, a battle world, obviously he's going to be dragged into that. So this is most likely the next time we will see the Fantastic Four after First Steps, because we know that movie takes place in a separate universe, and what's most likely going to happen is Galactus is probably going to win at the end of that movie and consume their universe, which is going to lead them to hop into the MCU. And I feel like that has to be the first appearance of Doctor Doom. He has to appear in that movie in just some way, shape, or form. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom is the Doctor Doom from that universe. It's one thing to imagine what this movie could look like, but then to actually like get to see what it could look like, I mean, it's just like actually getting to see it just adds a whole nother level of hype. Like, it's like, holy crap, this is real. Like, this is happening. Not to mention the Russo brothers are back to direct, so I mean, this movie is going to be incredible. So that's going to do it for my thoughts on all the leaked concept art for Avengers Doomsday / Secret Wars. You can let me know what you think down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.